Okay, I'm going to go over just a couple problems that are very similar to the problems on your Day 3 worksheet. So the directions say complete the following without graphing. So it's kind of similar to Day 2, but it's asking for a couple different things. So here's the first equation. We know that the number in front of the x squared, or the number in front of the x squared quantity, gives us our value of a, and it tells whether it opens up or down, and it's how we get our pattern of change. Because remember, the general equation is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, or it could be in the form of a x minus h quantity squared plus k. In either case, this number in front of the squared quantity or in front of the squared term is what these numbers 2/3 and -4 are for these particular problems. So for the first one, the 2/3 tells me that the value of a is 2/3. And for the second problem, it's -4. Now we know that if this number is positive, it opens up. If it's negative, it opens down. So this one would be up. This one would be down. The pattern of change is when I take the normal 135 and multiply it by the number a, 2/3 or -4. So that's going to give us 1 times 2/3, 3 times 2/3, which would be 6/3, but let's just write that as a 2. And then we need to take 5 times 2/3, which would be 10/3. So I'm taking 2/3 times 1, 2/3 times 3, and 2/3 times 5 to get these numbers. For the second one, I'm multiplying times -4. So 1 times -4, 3 times -4, and 5 times -4. All right, let's look at the vertex. For this one, the -5 tells me that I'm going to shift down 5 units from the origin. So if I do that, thinking of my XY graph, this is the origin. If I go down 5 units, I would be at the point 0, -5. The line of symmetry has to go through this point, which means for this particular problem, it would be x equals 0. For the other one, looking at what we have in here, this is a left shift of 1 unit and a 6-unit up shift. So if I'm sitting at the origin and I go left 1 and up 6, I'm going to be at the point -1, 6. And since the axis of symmetry has to go through this point, the value is x equals -1. And then this is similar to yesterday's worksheet. This is a vertical shrink. This means down 5 units, so you can write vertical shrink and down 5. For this one, boy, there's a lot going on. I have left 1 unit and then up 6 units. It has a vertical stretch because 4 is that number here. Whether it's positive or negative, the 4 tells me that it's a stretch because the number 4 is bigger than 1. And the last thing is that it's reflected over the x-axis. So reflected over x-axis. Okay, you should be able to do your worksheet now.